Going guys, Kids of Madness 245 here with a video. So I thought I'd do a reaction to a Scottish Cup semi-final draw which took place earlier at 5:30. Here's who got who. So Aberdeen, second in the SPFL at the moment. Derek McInnes' team, they drew Hibs, the current Scottish Cup winners, and obviously they're winning the championship at the moment. Neil Lennon's the manager there. And the other semi-final is going to be Celtic versus Rangers. So I'll start with Hibs against Aberdeen first. Hibs won yesterday against Ayr United 3-1. Neil Lennon's done a fantastic job there. He's going to get them promoted, I think. I think Hibs will be back in the SPFL next season. There'll be another strong team in the SPFL. And yeah, Neil Lennon's doing a good job there. Got players like John McGinn. John McGinn's vital to Hibs. Jason Cummins as well. Jason Cummins is a great goal scorer. Scores a lot of goals for Hibs. He's a massive threat. He'll be a massive threat to the Aberdeen defence. And yeah, Lennon's doing a good job at Hibs. The former Celtic manager, obviously. As for Aberdeen, they beat Partick Thistle 1-0 earlier. Obviously, they're having a fine season again, Aberdeen. Aberdeen are very consistent in terms of trying to get second. Obviously, they're fighting with Rangers this season to get second. They're 6 points clear of Rangers at the moment. And yeah, I think Aberdeen have got... both these teams are happy they've avoided Celtic and Rangers. I think if any of those two teams played, Celtic and Rangers, their dreams of winning the cup and getting to the final will be over, personally, because I don't think they're as good as Celtic and Rangers. But I'd say Aberdeen are better than Rangers, but they're not as good as Celtic, and obviously Celtic are proving against Aberdeen this season in particularly in the League Cup final. Back in November, Celtic completely dismantled them. And yeah, I don't think Aberdeen would have wanted to face us. Obviously, Hibs have got experience against Rangers. They obviously beat Rangers to win this competition last year, in May. But if they played Celtic, I think Celtic would beat them. But it would be interesting to see Lennon play against Celtic. Obviously, as an opposing manager, that'd be quite interesting. It may still happen in the final if Hibs get there. Who do I think's favourites for this semi-final? Definitely Aberdeen. Aberdeen have to be favourites. They're in a higher division than Hibs, even though Hibs are in a fine season. I think Aberdeen will win this. I think players like Johnny Hayes, Niall McGinn, Kenny McLean are going to show up. If Hibs are going to win, Hibs need to defend pretty well to stop Hayes in particular. Hayes is a vital player to Aberdeen. I think he's their best player. Rooney as well. Rooney's really good in the air, so he's a good goal scorer. And I need McGinn and Cummings, Keatings, Gray, all of them players to step up against Aberdeen in semi-final. But I do think Aberdeen will win this. I think they've got a bit too much quality for They'll be a bit too much quality for the Hibs. I don't think Hibs will get 2 Scottish Cups in a row. That game will definitely be on the Saturday. They'll put the Old Firm on the Sunday, the 23rd of April. The 22nd of April, which is my birthday, funny enough. It'll be Aberdeen against Hibs, which is disappointing. I'd love to have seen Celtic versus Rangers on my birthday. That would have been great, but it'll definitely be on the Sunday, the Old Firm. Moving on to the second semi-final, obviously Celtic versus Rangers. This will be the 5th time Celtic and Rangers play one another this season. They've already played one another twice in the league and once in the League Cup as well. Celtic obviously emerging victorious in all 3 of those games. 5-1, 1-0 and 2-1 respectively. Celtic beat St Mirren 4-1 earlier. Despite a scare, St Mirren did take a shock league against Celtic at Celtic Park this afternoon. And Celtic didn't play very well in the first half. St Mirren played very good defensive play. But in the second half, Celtic came out and completely destroyed them. Brendan just told Celtic to play a lot better, and they did. The substitutions made a difference. Griffiths came on and he scored the 4th one, and Patrick Roberts came on. He should have started the game instead of Mackay Steven. I don't think Mackay Steven's good enough for Celtic. I think he's rubbish for Celtic. He's not a rubbish player. I just don't think he's Celtic quality. I think his time at Celtic's over. He's a runny dialer player. He's just not good enough. He was poor today, Mackay Steven. But yeah, Celtic in the end were in a spot of bother, but again they came up with the answers when they're in trouble. And yeah, 35 games unbeaten now, Brendan Rodgers' team. It's good, very, very hard to see them not winning the treble this season. Obviously, Rangers beat Hamilton 6-0. Graham Murty's the caretaker at the moment, because obviously Mark Warburton got sacked. Or he left, I don't even know what happened there, but yeah, he's gone. And Rangers obviously don't have a manager. They're trying to look for a manager. And yeah, beat Hamilton 6-0. I don't think they would have wanted to play Celtic. I think they would have wanted to play probably Hibs, because Hibs are probably the weakest team in the competition left, with all due respect to Neil Lennon and his team. And they probably want revenge on Hibs for last season's defeat in the final. But they got Celtic, and I think that's probably not what they wanted, but they have to put up with it anyway. I can't see Rangers winning this match. I know Rangers beat Celtic last year in the Scottish Cup semi-final on penalties. But the last 3 times Celtic have played Rangers, Celtic have dominated all of those matches. Rangers played well in the first half in the game at Ibrox in the league. First half they played really well. They did dominate the first half against Celtic in December, but Celtic came out and destroyed them second half. And yeah, I just can't see Rangers getting a result. I really can't, unfortunately, for them. Obviously, they play one another in the league next week. That's going to be really interesting. I think Celtic will win that as well. But yeah, I'm going for an Aberdeen versus Celtic final, like it was in the League Cup final, where Celtic obviously won 3-0. I think it'll be the same in the Scottish Cup final. They're the 2 favourites, in my opinion, for these matches. And I can see it being that story again, and them both winning the semi-finals and playing one another in the final. I think Celtic will win the final. I think Celtic will get the treble. I just can't see anybody beating us this season. I think even when we're in a sort of bobber, we seem to find a way to win. Obviously, the turning point today, Dembele hit the crossbar and they scored own goal. If that had gone in, it would have been interesting to see if Celtic would have come back. I don't think we would have done, but luckily for us, it didn't go in. You can get Celtic, you can get us. Like, defensively, we're not great from set pieces and crossfield balls. But today, St Mirren scored from set piece, which is disappointing. But yeah, I think Celtic are definitely too strong for all 3 of these teams. And whoever we get, if we do win the semi-final, we'll beat in the final anyway. But yeah, I'm delighted with the draw. I think we wanted Rangers. We wanted to get them out of the way. I think they're the biggest threat to us winning the treble. I'd say Aberdeen are a threat, probably the biggest threat, but Rangers probably a threat as well. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, so that's my reaction, guys. I think that Celtic got a great draw. I think Aberdeen got a good draw as well. I think that's who I'm going to go for my 2 finalists, Celtic versus Aberdeen in the Scottish Cup final. So thanks for watching. I'll probably do a reaction to the Old Firm match, which takes place next weekend in the league on Sunday. But I may do a reaction to that, I may not. We'll have to wait and see what the result is. Regardless, I'll probably do a reaction if we lose, which I definitely will, but you never know with football, do you? So yeah, thanks for watching. Please keep liking and subscribe. But until next time, have a great evening. Hail to all my Celtic fans, and peace out.